Dr. Kayyali is a PhD holder. He's going for Harvard University Strategic Management at the Harvard Business School. He specialized in different areas, mainly business and strategic management, business technology consultancy, governance and portfolio management, enterprise-wide change management, business transformation and integration, strategic analysis and internal consulting, program directing and management, embedded technology, and architecture and infrastructure planning. Dr. Kayyali, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you, Fatima.
So tell me, what's in store for 2012?
Well, it won't be a lovely economic, believe me, because actually abroad we have the crisis in the Eurozone and the trouble in the U.S. recovery, not to mention the year of 2011, which is the political uncertainty for the China. And it is prepared for the change, for the guard at the top of the attempts to produce a soft landing in the economy. So I believe we have three major issues here to discuss today. We have the borrowing targets, and we have the oil and gas prices, and we have the currency war for 2012. Regarding the borrowing target, we have the comparison, which is the measure for the borrowing expect to have fallen by just 0.7% between the fiscal year 2010 and 2011. And by 9% between 2011 and 2012. So the latest forecasts show the structural difficulties, the part of public growing and borrowing by government can hope to control the spending cuts and the higher tax rates. Regarding the oil and gas, the first is that you strip out the oil and gas sector, which is only tangible, connected to the broader economy, and comparing to the third quarter of 2011 was only 0.6% larger than a year earlier, by a far lowest annual growth since the recovery began. So excluding the oil and gas, it was up to less 1%. Now, the third issue was the currency war. I believe that the Chinese currency is going to face the US dollars in 2012, and while exceptionally, the Eurozone is going to struggling to survive along with the country's debts recovery from the World Bank as well.
And why do you think will oil price stay high?
Well, the oil price will stay high because actually, if you imagine the next time you pay $30 or for the gallon gas, so stop and think about the basic rule of economics. So, for example, when the demand is low, supply is stronger, so price should fall down exactly. And apply to this to oil. If we go, for instance, people who drive less in the winter for the American and Moroccan country, which is going slow down in economy. So the Eurozone has told, if we compare this to the Chinese and Indian are also slowing down. So the demand of oil and worldwide is slowed down. So why is the oil trading at high like $100 or more than $110? It's more than twice the price it was trading 5 years ago when the global economy was booming. So now I think that the economic fundamentals really can justify oil prices at their current levels. So the real driver of high oil is not the stuff that's going to be for business section or newspapers. So the demand of the oil of India and China is not going to be in the front page. It's a matter of global politics as well.
Is Hungary next country in crisis?
Well, this is a good question. Unlike Greece and Spain and Italy, Hungary does not use the Eurozone as a currency. They have their own currency as well. But it is affected with a similar debt problems. So fears are now growing that Hungary could not go for a bankrupting to request help from the European Union and the International World Bank as well. So the next step is going to be the Europe's path as to meltdown. So the net effect that the Hungary is paying unsustainable 10% premium over the year or services that are going to be in the debts. So if Budapest, the capital, defaults its debts and banks the Eurozone countries, so Austria in particular should be in a big problem because the balance sheet was going to be hit. So this is going to be a trigger for the contagion effect, which is going to be for the Eurozone countries.
Will Hungary get its loans?
Not necessary, because the European Union says that Hungary is falling to cut its debts difficulties fast enough, and it has the demand to other countries seeking a bailout or solution. So the real question could be, so will the Hungary going to go for the right heading or different courses?
Thank you, Dr. Kayyali, for all the information you gave us today.
Thank you, Fatima.